Morris Terrell Tucker. That case was closed.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Tucker, your case has been closed. You're free to go at this time, sir.
I do have a question, if you don't mind.
No problem. Go ahead.
All right, so ma'am, good morning, first of all, to you and the
Morning.
people of the court. But I do have a question. So in this particular case, I personally was wronged in this case. I was locked up. I paid bond twice on this particular case. I was locked up on this case. I paid $2,000 when I first got there. Within the first couple of hours of me being there, cash money bond. They didn't. Told me that they was going to send me a letter in the mail to give me a court date. I never received a letter about a court date for 3.5 years. That is not due process as far as time is concerned, as far as me having to speedy finish to this. 3.5 years later, they turn around. I don't even live in the state anymore. I was home on Thanksgiving. Just bear with me a second, please. I was home
I get it,
on
Mr.
Thanksgiving.
Tucker, but I got one simple question for you, sir. That'll
Yes,
cut
ma'am.
all of this.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you
Yes, ma'am.
did you update your address with the clerk of court?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And that's not the situation though. That's not the case. So
Okay.
yes, they have the information as far as how to contact me. The information wasn't sent out for 3.5 years, ma'am. As far as that's concerned, you can check that with your own records as far as that. So again, 3.5 years later is not quick finish to this case. And then once I was there, my mom passed away in November of 22nd. When I was there on Thanksgiving, I was locked up for a warrant that was put out at the beginning of that month. That same day, I bonded out again with another $1,000. So I'm $3,000 into the hole on the case that when we asked for discovery, asked for body worn cam, asked for all of that stuff, they dismissed the case. So now I'm out of $3,000. Potential job opportunity as far as that, because I do travel with my job as far as that's concerned. And then on top of that, you guys are just basically saying that I can't get my money back. Is that what you guys are saying? Like I literally locked up on some frivolous charges that you guys said that I didn't have my driver's license on person, which is the reason for the actual locking up. But at the same time, in your paperwork, when we go in there when they bring you into the jail to see what your personal belongings are, it says driver's license on there, meaning I had driver's license on person. The officer that locked me up, they lied, stating that they were doing a safety check. Unbeknownst to you all, I went through the police training as far as that. So I understand what the laws are when it comes down to safety checkpoints and or roadblocks. 3 officers there. The state minimum is 4. You also need to have signage out there, including cones and signage stating that there is a stop up ahead. There cannot be a stop that's sitting in front of a neighborhood, blocking off a neighborhood for free travel. These are all the things that were violated by Clayton County Court. Clayton County Police Department.
I gotta stop you, Mr. Tucker. I was content to let you fuss at me because I'm the face
how
of
do I
the
get my
system.
money back?
Wait. But I gotta stop you because all of those things you listed have nothing to do with what I do or what the court does.
So how do I get my money back?
Then you need to address that with them. That has nothing to do with me.
So what do you do for this? You said bond forfeiture, meaning that I'm forfeiting my bond that I paid. I paid $3,000 for you guys to dismiss the case. So how do I get my money?
Sir, you could have just asked me. I said your case was closed. I didn't say your bond was forfeited. You're on a bond forfeiture calendar to determine if your case should be one for bond forfeiture. If you're eligible to get your bond back, then you need to discuss that with the sheriff's department. They handle bonds. We set the bonds, but they handle. Sir, stop fussing.
Let me ask you, what would give us the? I'm sorry. What would in this particular court right now? What we're talking about, right? How does that assist me with getting my money back that I'm out of $3,000 for?
You have yet to let me finish talking because you just keep yelling. So let me know when you.
My apologies. You have the floor. My apologies. You have the floor, ma'am.
I am looking at it. So your first bond was a personal bond that you paid. The second bond was through a bonding company. Am I correct?
And I paid that too.
Okay, I don't know what bonding companies do. I've never had to go through one. I've never had to get a bond for anybody I know or myself. So I'm just telling you what I see. If you have a cash bond and your case has been closed, then it is likely that you can get your bond refund from the jail. You have to talk to them. Now, the fact that there was a second bond, which means that at some point a bench warrant was issued because notice went out and you didn't
Three and
receive
a half
that
years
notice.
later.
Let me tell you, sir, a lot of these cases are still COVID cases. So yeah, we understand that people have moved and things had changed, but every person who is in the system has a responsibility to update the court with their names and addresses if there's changes. Listen to me, Mr. Tucker, before you start yelling at me. So if you moved and didn't, if even if you got arrested and gave them your new address, that's not the clerk's office, it's the sheriff's office. If you did not alert the clerk's office, who is in charge of sending out the notices, if they don't have the current address for you, they would have sent notice. If that notice came back, then it would have been a bench warrant issue. That's, I'm telling you, I'm not looking at your styles, your case. I'm telling you what happens. So you have two bonds on here. You can go to the court and go to the sheriff's office and ask them for a refund of your cash bond. But all of these are COVID cases we're still dealing with. And so we understand there was a lag. Now, it doesn't violate the statute of limitations, but there was a lag in getting these cases to court.
Nor the Constitution, which I have the right. First,
okay. And Mr. Tucker,
Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Sixth Amendment, 13th Amendment,
sue,
all been violated. 14th.
You are free to sue whomever you want. If you want to sue for redress of your rights, I'm okay with that. But you can't get anywhere just yelling at me.
I wasn't yelling, ma'am. I'm speaking. I'm in my car. I have the AC blowing, and I can barely hear you. So we're on a Zoom call. So I'm not yelling.
Mr. Tucker, did you have any information for? Mr. Tipton, did you have any information for Mr. Tucker?
No, Your Honor. I was just wanting to make sure that the court was aware the state's present.
Okay. All right. So that's all I have for you, Mr. Tucker. The bond would be refunded through the jail. You would have to go directly to the sheriff's office to get refund of your bond, and they would handle that. Okay.
All right. And but lastly, like I stated before, I think that this entire thing is a sham. Okay. I want to go on record.
You're not the only person who believes that.
Because you got me for $3,000 on some charges that were completely false, proven to be false, and you guys are still holding my funds. Then telling me I got to go over here and do that. No worries, I'll fly back to Atlanta. I'm here currently in Texas working. I'll fly back to Atlanta this week, and I'll come see you guys over at the sheriff's department about my money. And then I'll go see a civil court lawyer to see about lawsuits as far as that's concerned. Because again, I was locked up twice on this. Due process was not done. I was 3.5 years later, regardless of COVID, regardless of anything, that does not trump the Constitution saying that I have the right to a speedy trial. 3.5 years later is not a speedy trial. Being locked up twice on this is not something that's cool as far as that's concerned. And then having a $10,000 bond on a traffic ticket is crazy. But no worries, you guys will have some official letter and paperwork from me soon. Thank you, Judge Hayward, for your time, people of the court. And again, this is constitutionally unsound, and you know it.
Mr. Tucker, hey, just FYI, sir,
Tipton,
you might be...
Mr. Tipton, Judge Hayward has already addressed it. Thank you.
Mr. Tucker, I think just needed somebody to fuss at. Now, I get it. All right.
No worries.
You're free to go at this time, sir. All right, next.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir.